Project 2025 is a sweeping plan put forth by former President Donald Trump, his former staff and conservative moneyed interests, and is designed to reshape the American government and society by implementing radical changes across various sectors. This project aims to drastically alter environmental policies, social programs, immigration laws, and the structure of federal agencies. It reflects Trump's vision for a more conservative, deregulated America, prioritizing short-term economic gains over long-term sustainability and equality. Project 2025 is not only a damning document, it is damningly long, nearly 1,000 pages of horror. Here's just a top-level overview. Check their website for more information. It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. One of the core elements of Trump's Project 2025 is the rollback of numerous environmental protections. This includes weakening regulations on carbon emissions, lifting restrictions on fossil fuel extraction, and reducing protections for national parks and public lands. These changes would significantly increase pollution, contribute to climate change, and jeopardize the health of ecosystems and communities. By prioritizing the interests of big corporations over environmental sustainability, Project 2025 poses a severe threat to America's natural heritage and global efforts to combat climate change. Project 2025 aims to cut funding for critical social programs including healthcare, education, and welfare. These cuts would disproportionately affect low-income families, the elderly, and marginalized communities, exacerbating existing inequalities. By dismantling the social safety net, Trump's plan would leave millions of Americans without essential services and support, increasing poverty and reducing opportunities for social mobility. This approach undermines the principle of equality and fails to address the root causes of economic disparity. Another major aspect of Project 2025 is the implementation of stricter immigration laws and policies. This includes building more extensive border walls, increasing deportations, and limiting legal pathways to citizenship. These measures foster a climate of fear and exclusion, tearing apart families and communities. They also stifle the economic and cultural contributions of immigrants who have historically been a vital part of America's growth and innovation. By promoting xenophobia and intolerance, Project 2025 undermines the country's values of diversity and inclusivity. Trump's Project 2025 includes plans to restructure or even dismantle several federal agencies. This would involve reducing the power and funding of institutions such as the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, the Department of Education, and the Department of Health and Human Services. These changes would weaken the government's ability to enforce regulations, provide public services, and protect the rights and well-being of its citizens. By eroding the efficacy of federal agencies, Project 2025 threatens to create a less accountable and less responsive government, undermining public trust and safety. Trump's Project 2025 represents a significant shift towards deregulation, reduced social support, and increased inequality. Its focus on short-term gains at the expense of long-term sustainability and fairness makes it a dangerous blueprint for America's future. The environmental degradation, social inequities, and weakened governmental institutions it proposes would have far-reaching negative impacts, threatening the nation's core values and the well-being of its people. As such, Project 2025 is a vision that should be critically examined and resisted to preserve a more equitable and sustainable future for all Americans. That is why it is essential to vote for Kamala Harris or whomever runs against Trump. If it is Kamala Harris, she stands as a beacon of hope and progress for America. Her commitment to equality, climate action, and democratic integrity provides a clear and compelling vision for the future. Voting for Kamala Harris means choosing a leader dedicated to justice, sustainability, and the protection of our democratic values. In contrast, Donald Trump's record shows a consistent undermining of these principles, favoring policies that benefit the few at the expense of the many. For a fairer, greener, and more democratic America, Kamala Harris is the clear choice. Harris's dedication to protecting democracy ensures that all Americans have a voice in the political process. Her commitment to voting rights, judicial fairness, and government accountability strengthens the democratic institutions that are the foundation of our nation. Trump's actions, on the other hand, often undermined these institutions and eroded public trust in government.